So if you're in the community server, you'll already know this, but I've been working a ton on my mega base recently. And so I don't actually have the replay mod anymore. I'll have to get it for 1.19, but yeah. So I didn't take any time lapses of this. So I'll just have to show you around. The first thing you'll notice is this this beacon, these 4 beacons right here, giving me jump boost 2, speed 2, strength 2, resistance, and regen. Yeah, listen to CSM. He's a smart guy. And then there's a staircase down here now, and a staircase on the other side. And this floor, I've started on my museum. This guy spawned at my base, and I decided to put him in a museum because why not? He's pretty rare. I even named him 0.04% chance because that's the chance of a full diamond skeleton spawning. As you can see, there's black stone added to these walls now as well, instead of just deep slate tiles, because it did look kind of bland. Earlier, I had made these outer parts look kind of like this, except replace the slab block and slab there with lantern and lantern. And then I asked the community server for suggestions, and they actually suggested that I do this instead of what I had it as before. So yeah, if you're in the community server, I sometimes do go and ask for suggestions on builds, and there is a channel for video ideas if you ever have an idea for content that you can put in there. Join the community server. There are actually a total of 20 beacons in my mega base right here. I've got these 4 reach the middle of the base, and those 4 reach this corner, those 4 that corner, and etc. As you can see, there are shroom lights added into the stems and tops of these giant mushrooms here, because that way it will light up the area and it looks good. Like, shroom lights and mushrooms go so well together. I wonder why. I've put these in the perfect spots so that it lights up the entire place, and this quarter of the mega base is not spawnable, and it has 0 torches. Like, there's no torch spam. These, like, wall mountings go all the way around the mega base because it just looks good, and it makes the walls not nearly as flat as they used to be. If you turn your attention to the top, you can see all these shroom lights in the top. Orange and dark gray look so good together. So good. After all of this, the inside of here looks pretty empty. I am going to add pillars and, like, archways and columns and stuff and all that cool stuff. I changed the nether portal platform as well, and I made the tunnel down into the end portal area fully built. I do want to add some stuff to here because it looks like a bland stronghold, just a different material. But first, I want to bring chests in here, because I am going to finally move in. So I know I, like, just went and did a whole catching you up on all the building I've done thing. But then I was moving in, putting all my stuff in, and I was gonna just have a row of chests along the wall. But then Malum is like, this looks ugly. I'm like, okay, I'll make a chest room. And then I built a chest room. I'm like, oh, I should make it symmetrical. And so I put a bedroom on the other side. And then I'm like, oh, I need an enchanting table. And I just kept building and building on the inside. And now the interior of the bottom floor is a ton different because I just got carried away and just kept building. I moved the beacons to be closer so that they still cover this area, but I no longer have to have the beacon in the middle, ruining my whole aesthetic on the inside. As you can see, there are these new archways here that I've made. They go along the whole place. There's also buildings. And so I've got my chest room. I've got all my stuff in here. It's all sorted neatly with named items, and it's in low item frames. Over on this side, we've got a master bedroom. I've got my llamas tied up in here, and I've got my bed. Over right here, we've got a smelting room. I've got 20 normal furnaces, 10 smokers, and 10 blast furnaces. And then on the other side over here, we've got an enchanting setup where I've got this enchantment table and these books because, yeah, books are cool and enchantments are cool. So yeah, that's another catching you up on my building. I'm going to go install the replay mod so I can start having replays of me building stuff now. The audio for this clip just isn't there, but basically all I said in it was that these stairs aren't in the center, and so I'm gonna break them and build new stairs, and I have replay mod now, so time-lapse time. And so, I have done a ton of building, and that will be the end of this video. Of course, there will probably be other videos like it in the future, with more and more building stuff, and more and more and more building stuff, and I just keep on building because this mega base is really big. But anyways, goodbye.